You all are not prepared for my overalls. I'm just going to let you know that now. You're not prepared. Are you ready? I'll take a sip of water and then I'll show you.
It has a baby deer and a little bird and mushrooms. Aren't they so cute? There's an echo? You're hearing an echo? Hang on. Hold on. Why? Oh no. Oh no.
Ah, did that fix it? Is it fixed? I think I figured it out. Is it fixed? It should be fixed. Is it better now? It's better? Okay. Here's what happened. What happened between yesterday and today, the only thing that was different, other than me having to set up all these screens for today, I got a different camera for Moon's cat cam, and I forgot to mute it. So it was picking me up twice. Good to know that all the way across the room it can pick up my voice, though. Whew, I was getting nervous there for a second. It's too hot for that today. I can't be dealing with that. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the It Gets Better channel, which is one of my favorite places on the internet. I'm LilasFox. It says it right there. You heard the birds. Damn, that thing has a good mic. It has a good mic. Anyway. I'm Lilis. I use they, she pronouns. Today we're getting cozy. I'm having a stormy, dark day. I don't know if you can really tell. I tried to make myself look as bright as possible, but like we're dealing with a lot of rain, and we're probably gonna get like a thunderstorm during stream, which is kind of exciting. Aren't they so cute, Gnome? It has a deer. And I'll never get over them. But yeah, so we're having a cozy day today. We're gonna be, most of my days here on It Gets Better are going to be me chilling with you all, playing cozy indie games that have queer and trans representation. There are so many wonderful indie games out there, and so many of them are leading the way in a very real way with LGBTQIA plus rep. And I thought, what better way to like hang out with folks on this channel than to sort of show off some of the games that are really doing it right. You're joining from the backyard. Welcome, everybody. It's so good to see you. Whether you are joining because you saw It Gets Better was live, or you're joining because you're from my community and you wanted to get some extra hangout time, I'm so happy to have you here. We're gonna have a super cozy day. Now that the audio drama is over. At first I thought it was my my audio system, because I just did a whole new one. Like my mixer and stuff, and I was like, oh no, that is not an easy fix. That's not going to be something that we can fix in 2 hours. Very happy that it was just the camera. But yeah, up until yesterday I got this new camera, like a little like webcam for our cat cam. But before that, I was using my phone, and stream would end and I would have no battery left, and I was like, this is not working. So I invested in a little camera, which apparently is pretty good because it was picking up a lot of audio. I totally forgot that it would have audio. But how's everybody doing? Let me know what your Saturday is looking like. Let me know what your Saturday is looking like. My Saturday is looking like this. Which is a very delicious oat milk and cold brew latte, as the name of our stream suggests. Moon looks good. Yeah, he's a little bit more 4K than he was, I think. He's a little bit more like sharp. Although I think my phone did a pretty good job. Hi Soul, good to see you. Welcome in. You have sun and oat milk latte and you're watching Queer Games with Friends. Oh my gosh. Bella, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're having an ideal day, honestly. But yeah, he looks pretty sharp. He looks pretty sharp. I'm here for it. You're going on a date later. Oh my gosh, I hope it goes so well. I hope it goes so well. I'm so excited and proud to be back here. If you're new to this channel or new to me, I was an ambassador for the last 6 months, and I'm really proud to be back today and joining a whole new group of It Gets Better ambassadors for another 6 months. I'm going to be live on this channel every last Saturday of the month, and here we are at the end of May, which means that in just a few short days, it's going to be Pride Month, and I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait. I have a lot of exciting things going on, so much going on this channel for the month of June. I saw the schedule for June just yesterday, and I gotta tell you, there's something cool happening on this channel almost every day. I mean, like definitely every week. So make sure you're following if you're not already. You don't want to miss it. I am an ambassador with an incredible group of content creators who make really heartfelt, fun, silly, wonderful content right here on It Gets Better. So please join us to celebrate this month. Hey Ox, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, you know what? If you have any pride emotes while we're like gearing up, having our coffee, waking up before we get into the game, if you have any pride emotes, any at all, why don't you throw them in the chat right now? Let's make it rainbow. We're getting excited. I'm excited. I can't wait. I think Wednesday starts June, so we're really close. We're super close. Oh my goodness. Oh, did I forget to post in my Discord? Oh, thank you for doing it for me. I meant to. Welcome in, everybody. I'm really happy to have you here. The game that we're gonna play today is actually Celeste. Have any of you heard of Celeste before? It's new for me. I've never played it. It has a canonically trans main character. It's a pixel game, which is one of my favorite kinds of games. I absolutely love pixel games. I think that they're beautiful. I think that they're like whimsical. I think that they're cozy and fun. It's a platformer, which means I'm gonna be bad at it. I love a platformer, but I'm just not good at them. I don't know. Maybe I'm not agile enough or something, but I'm just not very good. Thank you for these beautiful emotes. Look at how many there are. So much love. I wonder if Twitch is gonna do... I feel like every year Twitch does Pride emotes, like exclusive ones. Right? Isn't that like an every year thing? I feel like they do. I'm not a gamer. I mean, I definitely am, but I'm not a platform gamer. I'm very bad at them. They're so cute and I love them, but I always fall off things, especially if I need to jump. Like if you need to jump on like platforms, then I'm instantly gonna be awful. I'm instantly gonna be awful. Oh my gosh, is that a Hollow Knight emote? That's so. Oh, that's Ellie. Ellie, I didn't realize that you had a Hollow Knight emote. And then also not just stuff going on this channel all month, but there's also a whole slew of people raising money for this incredible organization all month long. So Pride is going to be really special. This is going to be my first Pride. It's not my first Pride. I've been I've been out as a lesbian for a while now, but it is going to be my first Pride being out and labeling myself as non-binary. And it's funny because that's a part of my identity that I've always sort of been aware of, but I never really put words to. And there's something kind of exciting about going into a Pride month with a new part of yourself that you were able to discover, and sort of leaning into the connections that I've made from discovering that's about myself and having more conversations about it and stuff. And I'm really excited. I think it's going to be the best one yet. I'm a gamer. All of your friends have Pride months. I know. I think I have so many, and not all of them are listed under Pride either. Like if my cozy emote is just cozy, but it's still rainbow. But yeah, I feel like a lot of my emotes are very gay, which means that I've been making the right choice in people to watch and support on Twitch. So honestly, the It Gets Better ones are some of my favorite. I love the two emotes that make a rainbow together. I think that they're super cute. I feel like a whole new queer version of myself. Oh my gosh, I love that, Bella. That's really exciting. Are any of you about to celebrate your first Pride ever? Because I always get giddy thinking about somebody being able to like celebrate Pride for the first time, because I will always remember mine. Mine was so special and so important, and I think about it still, and I was lucky enough to be able to celebrate my first Pride in New York City because that's where I was. And so it was like a big party and there was a lot going on, and I had never been surrounded by that many queer people before. And it was just even me, I'm not super into crowds myself, but even me, like I had so much fun. This is your first Pride Month identifying as pan. Oh my God, Sol, congratulations. That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Are those Ryan, I love those emotes. That is so funny. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have my next stream over on this channel. So the last Saturday of June is going to be a special Pride stream, and we're going to have a ambassador brunch. So I thought, how can we celebrate Pride? What is something super queer that I can do with some of my fellow ambassadors? And I was like, what is gayer than brunch? And so I'm going to be joined by a few other ambassadors. We're going to have brunch while we hang out and have some conversations about Pride, about queer joy, about queer history. So that'll be the last Saturday of June, which I'm really excited. But today we're going to play Celeste. And since a lot of you in the chat mentioned that you've never played it before, I wonder if we should look at the trailer together, but I don't actually know. I didn't set up a screen for that. Sorry. I didn't set up a screen where I could show you something on my PC. So we'll just get into it without anybody knowing what to expect. But I will tell you that it's really beautiful looking, which for me is one of my favorite things about like a pixel game with beautiful colors that almost looks like a painting. That's my favorite kind, and that's what Celeste looks like. I love me some brunch and bottomless mimosas. Yeah, I actually don't know if we're allowed to like have a mimosa on this channel. I guess I could have one that's just, like sparkling cider. The first time I went to a pride event, I called myself an ally, but went with a woman and held hands the whole time. And when people assumed we were a couple, I was like, oh heck, I am in fact not straight. Oh my gosh, Bella, I love that for you. Honestly, the like very passionate ally to queer person like pipeline is one of my favorites, you know? Like, not saying that all allies are passionate because they are in some way queer. Definitely there are passionate allies who are just passionate allies. But I do find that there's quite a few people who start out as very, very passionate allies and then end up realizing that, like, they are in fact queer in some way. I was definitely one of those people, so. It's your fiance's first pride. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. I think there is a pan flag, right? Emote? I'm pretty sure that there is. Yeah, I see it on there. There you go. We should get into the game. So, these streams that we're doing every Saturday, every last Saturday of the month are about 2 hours in length, which means I need to make sure that I start playing our games before 2 hours are over. Of course, we'll be chatting while we play, though. Let me pull it up so that we can take a look at it. I'm so excited. I really am. When I had the idea of playing games with queer representation, this one was top of my list. Taddy, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody that was gifted a sub, I hope you enjoy the absolutely adorable emotes on this channel. And also, you know, being even more connected to a space that brings so much to Twitch. So much to Twitch. I remember once my aunt was telling me and my mom she went to a gay Thanksgiving and was hesitant we were going to be homophobic, and my mom was like, oh, it's okay, Sulky is a big supporter of the LGBT community. I'm screaming. That's so funny, Sulky. That's so funny. Yeah, the emotes are really cute here. Wait, didn't you make them? I think Sulky made them. Like, actually just, like, made them. I could be wrong, but I think that that's true. I can already hear the music, and it's very charming and cute, so I'm very excited. Hello? The game won't? Hang on. The game is being weird. Let me try again. I think it doesn't like it when I click off of the game. So I'm gonna stay on it. Unless I need to get a controller, in which case I could just go grab one. Let's see. Okay, I do think I need to grab a controller. It's being weird with my keyboard. Sorry about that. Let me go get it. I'll just be a second. Bella, it's the game. It's the game. It's the background music. Okay, hopefully this works. Hopefully this fixes it. Let's see. It's it's not. What's going on with the game? Hold on. I'll show you so that you can see it too. So we can try to figure it out together. Here is that you should be able to see the game now. And what is... Oops. I'm stuck on this screen. And I was thinking maybe it was because it doesn't want to connect to my keyboard or mouse, but it's also not connecting to the controller. So I'm wondering if there's like a certain button I'm supposed to press. Oh, I pushed a button and it worked. This is not a good sign for how good I'm gonna be at this game, but we'll see. I'm hoping that maybe I can use the controller, but it seems like maybe that's a no. Okay, well, I do have the ability to use this now, so... What button did I push? C? What is... That's so random. Okay, so this character, Madeline, I believe is the one that is canonically trans. And actually, so I was doing a little bit of looking at this game, and the creator of this game, when they created it, didn't realize that Madeline was trans, and they also didn't fully realize that they were trans until after creating the game and the experience of the game. And so has confirmed that Madeline is canonically trans, and also has discovered that they are, which I just think is really beautiful and special. Apparently the story of this game is really lovely. I don't know how far we'll get into the story today, but I also know that the vibes are chef's kiss. So I think it's a perfect game for a cozy queer Saturday with some coffee. I hope you all have something to drink with you. I know, isn't that special? Isn't that special? I'm very confused as to why C is the button I need to push for everything, but like, we're just gonna go with it. When in doubt, gamers, push every button on your keyboard and see what works. Just breathe. Why are you so nervous? Hey, Whisper. Oh my goodness, I'm already in love. I have no idea what to do though. Okay, so C is jump, but how do I move? Oh, these arrows, okay. That's how I fish in Cozy Grove. Sulky has been playing Cozy Grove. And it's a real love-hate relationship for some reason. You have an iced latte. Oh my gosh, enjoy. We are going against the status quo with the buttons. C to jump. And then the arrows, instead of WASD, it's like the arrow buttons. So I don't know. I'm already not excellent at platformers, so now I'm like, what are we doing? Okay, so first of all, music, chef's kiss. Can you hear it good? Because I want to make sure that you can hear it pretty well. I'm happy to raise it if it's a little on the low side. It's like a gentle, soft music. You should also hear a little wind. I'm not sure, Sulky, honestly. I might just go with it. I might just go with it. To be honest, I'm okay with it. I was mostly nervous that we weren't going to be able to get into the game. But look at how beautiful this like forest is. This is what I love about pixel art. Is like the music's good. Okay, good. I'm so glad. It's like you would think that you couldn't. I don't know. I used to think that you couldn't show much detail with pixel art. And I used to actually be kind of like, I remember when I wanted to play Stardew, I was like, oh, I don't think I could play that because it's like pixel art. It's not good graphics. And now pixel games are some of my favorite because I think you can make so many beautiful scenes with it. Child, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Whisper. I appreciate you so much. All right, I guess we should see how to do this. So I already see that there's some jumping ahead, and I'm probably going to fail at it. So we'll find out soon what happens when you die. Oh, you know what? You know what? I might change these things because I don't know why, but I feel like I think because I game a lot, these fingers feel more strong with the WASD than my right fingers do. So I think I'm gonna see if we can change them. Controller would be even better. Can we do that? I did attach a controller. Do you not see the controller that I attached? They made the game for MacBook users. Oh my god. For some reason, it doesn't like the controller. Controller would be my preference, though. We'll try it, but if it doesn't work, I'll deal with the other. It's probably that it's a PlayStation controller, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't want to play with that. So, now what? Oh no. Wait, I don't... Not this! How do I get back? Oh, come on, game. Alright, you know what? Not this. I'm gonna quit it out and we'll go back in and I won't mess with that. It's so mad at me. It's so mad at me. I tried hitting C. I tried. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I will just change the keyboard controls so that we don't have to do that again. Sorry, friends. See, the joy of trying a new game for the very first time with you all is that you get to see my first experiences and we get to experience it together. The trick is that sometimes that comes with issues. All right, so I want to make the left button something else. So how do I, thank you. And I want to make the right button this. And I want to make the up button this. And I want to make the down button this. Nope, no, not. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. And then jump, I would love to be able to make it like the click of my mouse, but that's not going to work. So it won't let me do that. What's a good button for jump? Space bar. Dash. Wait a minute. I didn't say that I wanted that. Thank you. Dash is X. Gosh, these are so random. I feel like I'm not going to need that. Talk is X, though. That's good to know. Let's just try that. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how good this goes. Hi, it's Aspen. Welcome in. Good to see you. Shift for sure. Oh, for dash. Wait, that's a good idea. Let me do that. Let me do that. That's actually genius. There we go. Okay. Did it take it into account? Is that what shift is? Okay. All right. All right, now let's see how this goes. Much better. Okay, I feel like we're going places now. Yeah, the Genshin controls, exactly. Oh, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Not this. See, this is the thing with platformers, is that I feel like I'm always sliding. I didn't realize we needed a death counter today. I'm always sliding off the platforms. Okay, so we have to, this is a giant block of ice that's gonna come down, so we gotta, ooh. Well, some gays are good at video games. I lured you here on the, like, assumption of cozy and sweet game, and here I am dying. I've died 5 times already. Not this. Okay. Z to climb. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at us climb. How cute. Okay, that's cute. I feel like everything is gonna I feel like everything is gonna kill me now. Oh. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. You know, I gotta tell you, I think I'm much better with platformers with a controller. I also want you to know that this game is available on the Switch. So if you like playing games on the Switch, it might even be easier on it. I didn't. Oh no. Oh no. I did start stream today by telling you that I'm awful at platformers. I did say that. I did. I did say. I did. Please. You know what? I'm gonna get the hang of it. I'm gonna get the hang of it. Oh, thank you, Gnome. Ellie or Sulky, would you put us in Celeste, please? Excuse me. Look at how cute this little cottage is. Is this the mountain trail? You're almost there. It's just across the bridge. So we're climbing a mountain. I think that that's the entire premise of the game. Hi, Annie. Good to see you. Welcome in. Everybody that's just joining us, I feel like you need to see my adorable overalls. Can I have the cottage? Honestly, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died. I mean, I did die. I did die like 7 times. Ha ha ha. If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. She's trolling me. That's my exact face right now. Hi, Tura. Good to see you. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. I'm not going to be fine. I'm not going to be fine by any means. But you should know Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you're not ready to see. I'm ready. I'm ready to see things. You should seek help. Oh my god, not this. Oh, that looks like it's gonna break as I walk over it, right? Doesn't that look like it's gonna break as you walk over it? Oh my god, I was right. Look at this. I'm getting smart. I'm getting smart. Oh no. But why? Oh, is something gonna rescue me? I was dashing. Dash plus X? Okay. I'm doing it. Is that not the button? What is the diagonal button? I changed dash to... I changed dash to shift and that's not working. So what does it want from me? Do they mean... Hello? Oh, game. Come on. The controls are what? Like, I'm sorry. What? What does that even mean, a diagonal? Up? Oh, please. I'm gonna have to look at what that could possibly mean. Could possibly freaking mean. I should have gotten this game on the Switch, but I was being silly. Hi, all that says. Welcome in. D plus W? X plus... No, that's not right. That's not right. I don't have a control stick. Oh, you think I have a control stick? Hello? So dash we made shift. The menu I don't care about. Dash we made shift. Yeah, diagonal up should be your up button and your right button. So W and D. Oh, so do you think I need to push W, D, and shift? Oh my god, that's never gonna happen. What? My fingers are never gonna do that reliably. The game says I can do it, but I don't believe them. I'm gonna be really bad at that. I mean, we'll try, but I feel like I'm gonna be really bad at that. I wonder why my controller didn't connect. Should I try? Maybe I could try a different one. Hang on. I have one more in the room. Let me see. Let me see if this other controller works. Because I need this on a controller. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, pals. My concern is that if I try to connect the controller and it doesn't work, we're going to get stuck on that other menu. So I think I'm just going to stick to doing this badly. So we'll see how we do. If I die a lot, we'll try. But I don't, we got stuck on the controller menu before, so I don't want to have to play all this again. So we're just going to see how we do. Select save and quit. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see how we do. Oh no, what was the button? Okay. Did you notice my hair changing color while I climb? I don't know what... Oh, see, look, I already need to do it. Okay, so it's jump, WD, shift. No, oh, it did work. Oh, but then I fell. But I did get there. I did get there. Okay, ooh. Well, I hope you're all cozy while I die over and over. Apparently that's what we're doing today. Ooh. All right, but that wasn't far enough. Nobody told me this game was so hard. I was expecting charming pixel graphics and a sweet story, not challenge. Not challenge. All right, so jump, WD, shift. Yes, yes. All right, well, at least it'll be satisfying as we continue and do well. At least that's gonna be a thing. Ooh, that seems important. Ooh, no, no, oh, oh. My strategy is just to push every button. Thanks, all that Zaz. I appreciate you. Thank you for the, ooh. I want to go, oh, it's because the opposite direction. There we go, okay. We're learning, we're learning. I got a strawberry, it seems important. We got a strawberry. Welcome to our Cozy Death compilation featuring Celeste and Oat Milk Lattes. I didn't know that's what we were getting, but it's what we're getting. Now, how would I possibly get through this next area? Also, I should say, pals, I am very happy for any and all backseating, but no spoilers. Any and all, this is a collaborative community effort today. I'm very happy for some help. Why did I go in that direction? I pushed the right ones. Okay, 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 wait. Oh, I'm dead. I'm sorry, there is no, I do not know how I'm gonna get through there. How, oh, wait, wait, wait. How did I do that? How did I not die? I keep pushing, I don't know what. It takes a village. But like, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to get up there and then maybe do the diagonal. Sulky, are you saying... Are you saying that you think you could do the diagonal controls well? Because if so, I feel like I'm gonna need you to prove it. I'm gonna need you to prove that. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I don't know if I can get past this. I might try the controller. I don't know what to do. I'm scared that if we get stuck on the controller thing, right before you land on the spike stash, okay. To the right. Maybe it's because I'm diagonaling it. Okay, hang on. So let's just do that. And then if we land on the spike stash. Okay. I can't. No, it's so hard. My brain says no. My brain just says absolutely no. No. Not like this. Oh, not with precision. When do I go diagonal in Genshin Impact? You don't ever do diagonal. This is some other kind of stuff. Ooh, oh, maybe that's our strategy. Hang on, maybe that's better. Maybe just that. Maybe straight. Okay, I can try straight. Oh, but I don't make it. Oh no. Okay. Here. Oh, it's so rude. I don't make it. What am I supposed to do? Sulky. Maybe I do only walk straight. I don't know. Listen, I started stream today telling you all that platformers were not my forte. Move a little before you dash. Oh my god, we made it! This is gonna be an adventure, my pals. Oh my goodness. Straight is not in my wheelhouse. Oh! Goodness. Alright, well we're making progress. As long as I don't have to do any more diagonal, I think we're okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was spikies there. Oh, how important are the strawberries anyway? Are they very important? Because how would I get that? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving the strawberry. I don't care. Oh, Hi, Kay. I mean, I'm having fun. Is it going well? I don't think so. I'm not getting the strawberry. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is from now on. From now on, I am playing the beginning of every game. You all are never gonna see my first reactions to a game ever again. Because I need to know, I guess, that I'm gonna need a controller, and I was just optimistic. Okay, so now I want to go to the right, so jump in that. Honestly, Kay, I didn't know that it was hard. I don't know why I didn't know that it was hard. I guess because I just kind of wanted to go into it not knowing anything. Oh my god, that was sheer luck getting up here. That was sheer luck getting up here. I need some coffee. The berries are bragging rights. Okay, I don't care about bragging rights. I don't care. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to brag. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to survive. We'll go this way. Oh no. No, I'm not, Paper, and it's hard. But it wouldn't connect to my controller. I'm about to try again. I think I need to try again, or this is gonna be torture. I'm in pain, and I don't want to be in pain. So we're gonna try again. We're gonna really try to connect this. It didn't want to read my controller. But if this didn't work, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go get Xbox. All right, I'm running to get Xbox. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm sorry, pals, but this will make it better. All right, besties, I have a plan. I have a plan, and it involves giving up. No, I'm just kidding. My plan is I'm gonna get it on the Switch. And while I do that, we're gonna chat because I'm sorry. That was so painful. We would have just been in agony for another hour. So I'll return it on Steam and we'll play it on Switch. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second and I'll get that going. Hopefully it downloads really quickly. But in the meantime, why don't you tell me what you're drinking, what you're doing this weekend? Any of the above? What your plans for Pride Month are? Hopefully it's making me confirm my identity, which is I'm gonna return it, Silky, obviously. The wonderful thing about Steam is that you can return things if they don't work for you. So like if a game is too hard or whatever, if before you've played a certain number of hours, you can just delete. I mean, return. You're going to IKEA tomorrow? Oh, that's so exciting. Yes, you can, Sulky. I've done it before. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's super nice actually, because sometimes I'll start a game and like realize it's not what I thought it was. And you can pretty much tell like pretty early on into a game that it's not something that like is going to work for you. And so I cannot believe that this is not connected. And so like if it's not working, then you can just return it. You're doing heavy self-care? Amazing. You're drinking coffee with oat milk and a little chocolate syrup. Honestly, I should have done that. I should have done that. Gosh, why is this? I feel like I might have grabbed the wrong switch, but we're just gonna own it at this point. I think that it's being silly and doesn't have me connected to my PayPal. So I'm sorry there's been so many issues today, besties, but I'm happy to be here. I hope the vibes are still good. Just give me 1 minute and I will be up and running. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do that while I'm live. I don't know what's going on with the eShop. Let me just go grab my other Switch. Just 2 seconds. Sorry. Plan B isn't gonna work either, so I think we're gonna just have to vibe to a different game. I'm sorry about that, but I can already tell that if I continue playing that, it's not that I have a problem with dying, right? That's not the issue. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm very happy to die over and over again in a game, but I just we would just be not making any progress at all and just dying over and over again. So what we're gonna do is we'll play something else, and maybe we'll revisit Celeste another stream. But before we do that, I think I will get it and check it out and see. Let me think about what we could play. We could do, so this isn't an indie, but we could play a little bit of Sims if you wanted. We could create a character for Pride and see how that goes. Or let me see if I can offer another indie. We could play Dwarf Romantic. Or we could play, I'm going to give you 3 options. I'm going to have chat vote. So we could do Sims, we could do Dwarf Romantic, or we could, honestly, maybe we'll just do those 2. So you decide. Sims, if we do Sims, we'll do create a character and we will make a character for Pride Month. And if we do Dwarf Romantic, it'll just be chill, puzzly, Dwarf Romantic vibes. So if we could get a poll going, you all can choose and we can see what we decide from there. And then whatever it is, we're gonna do it super cozy because we've had enough issues today. I'm more than happy to get any and all technical weird detours out of the way before Pride Month. So happy it's happening today. And honestly, I guess lesson learned. I show off a lot of brand new indie games on my channel all the time. And I love going into them with absolutely no idea of what I'm getting into. But maybe checking the beginning out is a good idea. And this is a good lesson learned. So from now on, I think I'll spend a little bit of time with a game before we check it out ourselves. And that way That way we know what we're getting into. If you are thinking about picking up Celeste, I do think it's a beautiful game. I do think it's worth playing. I would just say you might want to get it on a controller platform. All right, Dwarf Romantic it is, my pals. I will boot it up and we can do some chill Dwarf Romantic. Let me get that game up for you. If you're not familiar with, if you're not familiar with Dwarf Romantic, it is an indie game, and it's super, super chill. It's a sort of like a puzzly townscaping building game. Let me see. I need to make sure I'm on the right mode. Yeah, I was in creative mode last. So we'll go to classic mode and start a new one. Basically, you get all of these different tiles and you have to connect them. So you've got like a river tile here, and then here's like a house tile, and you're gonna want to connect all of those up. Thank you so much, Sulky, for that. I appreciate you. You don't know if you've ever seen this game, but you like it already. So it's one of my favorite games to just chill out to. So actually, I'm kind of glad that it won, because it gives me good vibes. It gives me good vibes. And I actually heard, so it's currently just right now out on Steam, I believe, but somebody, and I wasn't able to confirm it, but somebody in my chat yesterday said that it's been confirmed for the Switch. So I don't know, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I trust the people in my chat, but I didn't get to confirm it myself. So it could be that it's coming to the Switch, but I don't know exactly when or any other details other than that. But I did hear that, so I hope it's true, because I think it would be a really lovely game for the Switch. Basically, you see how the tiles are lighting up white here? But when I do this, they're red. You want to try to get these white ones as much as you can, so that all of the tiles of each, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so all 6 of the edges are white and lined up nicely. So you want like field with field, forest with forest, field with field, house with house, that kind of thing. And so it's puzzly without being super difficult and challenging, but still really like it's a nice way to just sort of focus and quiet your mind. Yeah, it would be really nice on Switch. I completely agree. If it comes out on Switch, I plan to get it. Even though I already have it for PC, I would definitely support them and get it again, because it's one of my favorite games to unwind to, and I just like to unwind on the Switch sometimes. You know, like, do any of you just get cozy in bed or on your couch with your Switch and like a cup of tea? Like, that's a part of my like evening routine. Right now I'm playing a lot of Cozy Grove in the evenings, but I would definitely play this game to wind down at night if it was out. So my fingers are crossed that it will come out on the Switch, because I would support them and buy it again. It's that good. I really love this game. I really love it. I also play this game when I'm feeling like my brain won't stop. I like to play chill games like this when my brain is just going, and I can't get it to just chill out, because it's something that like it takes my focus, but not in a stressful way, you know? Like I love a game with a challenge, don't get me wrong. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I will go back to playing Celeste, which I didn't realize was a challenging game, but now I know. But it's, you know, there's something to just being able to sort of like half focus, you know? Yeah, my brain can turn off. And actually, you can get rid of the puzzly part entirely in this game if you want to. There is like a creative mode, so if you just like how it looks and you want to like build a little town, you can totally do that, and I think that that's kind of fun to be able to do, and I definitely do that sometimes. Going cozy in bed is my thing. Yeah, that's what the Switch is so great. That's why the Switch is so great. But anyway, thank you all so much for being so like patient and sweet during those sort of difficulties. I was gonna push through, and then I was like, I don't know. This is this is stressing me out more than it needs to be. So I'm just gonna we're just gonna switch. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you very much. I'm looking to buy chicory. I've heard about chicory. Why? I can't conjure up right now what exactly it is that I've heard about it. What is chicory? If you don't mind explaining all that zazz. You've been finding puzzle adventure games for cheap and loving every second. Toem. I know about Toem because I once gave away a copy, but I never actually got to play it myself. And when I was looking into it, when I was like picking games to give away for fundraising, I thought that that one looked great, but I never got to actually like try it myself. So, see, music developer is Celeste. Oh gosh, well I could already tell that the music of Celeste was going to be really good. So, I love that. So if you want to like learn how to play this a little bit, like logically I would put the field with this, but do you see that X? That means that quest that this offers, which is to connect 4 other fields to it. If I put it here, I won't be able to do that. So I'm going to put it here, even though it's not perfect because there's some forest here. I'm going to put it there because it's a better spot for it, for like to be able to complete the quest. And you want to be able to complete the quest because you don't want these tiles on the right here to get to 0. And every time you complete a quest, you get more tiles. So it's good to be able to do that and not, you know, and not have and not have like a quest canceled by putting it in the wrong spot. You just looked up chicory? Oh, I'm gonna need to look it up. Did you answer about what it's like? Let me see if I lost that in the chat somewhere. No, not yet. Okay. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out. In my mind, when I think of it, I'm thinking that it's a farm sim. Am I right? Is that what it is? Chicory? I'm trying to remember. I come across so many games now because I really like featuring indie games, and playing indie games. And so I come across a lot, but trying to remember them all is challenging. Oh, I don't like where I put that, so let's change that. We can just do that. That's okay. I think that's a good spot. It's a coloring cozy puzzle game. Chicory is? Or Toem? Chicory is? Oh, ow. Okay, maybe I don't know it. I might be thinking of something else. Another one I'm excited for is Roots of Pasha. You all heard of that one? And also, while we're on the conversation of like indie games coming out or just games that we like to play in general, if anybody knows any that do feature queer reps, so like queer, trans, LGBTQIA plus characters, if you know of any and you want to put them in the chat, please do, because I'd love to start getting a little list going of games that have good queer representation, and like bonus points if they're like the main character, and even better if the story is somehow like relating to their queerness, because I don't get to play a lot of games like that. Oh, I just realized hang on, pals, you're not hearing the music. Let me fix that for you. I never made it so that you could hear the Dwarf Romantic music. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. I'm just not hearing it. Are you hearing it? Are you hearing the music? You are. For some reason, I'm not, but that's okay. I think you are because I see it moving. It's nice, peaceful music. You can hear it. Okay. I don't know why I can't, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. No big deal. Where do I want to put this? Ooh, that's a good spot. I could put it right there. Ooh, we got a perfect from that. Yes, love that. You hear it. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud. Hi, B. Oh my goodness. B, we were supposed to be playing Celeste, but we had some issues. So now we're chilling out to some Dwarf Romantic, which I know you love. It's super fun. Everybody, B is another It Gets Better ambassador. I don't know if are there any other It Gets Better ambassadors here? I don't think so. If I'm wrong, can correct me. But B is another one who is really, really wonderful. You should definitely come around here when B is on the channel. I've never seen a boat in game. Wait, really? They come like automatically. They come automatically for me. They're just like part of the river. They're part of the river. Let's see. Where do I want to put this? I think maybe we want to put it. I don't like any of those spots. Guess we could just do that to close that area. That works. You unlock them, the boats? Oh, okay. So I guess I've just unlocked them by playing. I don't know why I thought the boats were there from the beginning. I know I unlocked this, which is like a cool rune, like a ruin. You know, like an abandoned, decrepit building. That's what it is. I unlocked that recently, so it shows up randomly. I'm waiting to unlock some more animal stuff. I have like a beaver dam unlocked. Something with a swan of some kind, which is kind of cool. But I know that there's more animal content, and I want it all. I want all of the cute animals in my neighborhood. So you haven't seen them yet? Okay. Do the unlocks happen randomly? I feel like they happen randomly. I don't know for sure though. Oh, I should probably do this. I know it's not a perfect place to put it, but you know what? No, actually I don't want to put that there. We're going to just start another railroad. I think like over here. We'll just put one there. I need to get some more for this thing. We haven't gotten a lot for that yet. I'm sure that some will come. Here we go. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We can put that there. And there. Oh no, but that will end it. Okay. We'll put that one here. We'll put this one here. As you build, if you see a glowing square, you can unlock them. A glowing one? Like it would be like over here, right, Ellie? Is that what you mean? Because I've definitely unlocked those before, but I don't think I've ever seen anything glowing. You know what? Let's just do that because it finishes that up. And then we can put this one. Does this one have a perfect ability? No. But honestly, I think that's as good as we're going to get. So I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to put that there. And honestly, how do I want to do this one? Maybe like that. It's a whole white outline on the ground. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that how you unlock them? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Hi, Icy. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I realized that's how. I thought it was just randomly happening. That's funny. Yeah, I had no idea that that was how you like specifically unlocked things. Oh, that was like pretty good. We can just do that. Okay, so this one we'll put over here because we need these 2 quests to be done over here. Moon is so cute today. He's so sleepy. I play a lot of games where I read the characters as queer. Yeah, honestly, no, same. I have this tendency to make all of my characters like queer. Like any character I discover, I generally make them queer. So in my mind, there's like a lot more games that have queer rep than there actually is, you know? But I do think that you're seeing more and more of it. I mean, just this week we celebrated the pronouns update in The Sims, which It Gets Better was a consultant for with EA and making that happen. So that's exciting, and I think we'll probably make more and more games consider those kinds of updates in the future, which I think is amazing, and definitely one of the best like possible results of something like that. But I do find that a lot of indie games are kind of doing it first, you know? There's a couple of games that are coming out like this year. The one that I'm thinking of right now is Validate. Validate is like a romance narrative simulator. And that game has really amazing queer representation. And then not just that, but it also has like pretty good like diversity in other ways. So you have a lot of races, you have body diversity, and they're doing a good job in making it very inclusive and very diverse, which I think is awesome. And I feel like there's a lot of indie games coming out recently that are kind of doing that, and I want to see that start to happen to all games. But I think it's a little bit slow going sometimes. A little bit slow going. But hopefully now picking up now that, you know, it's becoming more of a thing. So New York State is allowing the option to put X for gender instead of male or female. No, I didn't see that. When did they decide that? I feel like I'm behind on the news because I don't know about all of you, but like it's just been really rough lately. A lot of stuff that's been happening, and sort of I just needed to tune out a little bit for a little while. Which I always try to remind people is a totally valid response. Like, obviously you want to stay informed and on top of things, and you know, I think that that's really important, but I do think that sometimes, especially when you're like directly impacted by things that are going on in the news, it's okay to prioritize taking care of yourself, at least for a while, until you're feeling a little bit better. But that's some good news. I definitely think that more and more games are now headed in the right direction. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you know, there was a time where I could only pick like one or two games off the top of my head that had any kind of representation. And now I can actually think of quite a few. And not only games that just like have like secondary characters that happen to be queer, but games that have like fully fleshed out like queer stories as like a big part of the game, you know? Like I think about The Last of Us, which was like, you know, a mainstream popular game with a queer storyline. Obviously The Sims. There's been a lot more. One of my favorite series is Dragon Age, and Dragon Age has always been pretty inclusive when it comes to like sexuality, and is getting better with gender as well. It's good to see. It's something to celebrate for sure. I think I'm going to start making a new forest because this one's getting a little tricky. Oh, but wait, I really shouldn't because I'm doing never mind. I think it happened in the last few days. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, that's so exciting. It's nice to see, but I saw comments on Instagram and people are negative for the news in New York State or for the pronouns update. I've seen some negative things about the pronouns update in The Sims, but I've also seen a tremendous amount of love and support. And I'm going to choose to focus on that. And I also just think that like when people react to it badly, I'm like, well, thank you for showing me your colors, because now I know that you're not on you're not on our side. Like, but for the most part, a lot of what I've been seeing is like a tremendous amount of love and support in response to those, response to that update. So I'm happy about it. And queer rep is so important, especially for youth. To be able to see yourself represented in the game feels so special. Yeah, and not just that, but also like be able to play with those identities. and have fun with it and have that be something that like is exciting to try out and do in a game, I think is so, so important. I don't really need one of these, so I'm just gonna put it here, I guess. Oh, is this what you mean, Ellie? So if I get to this, I can uncover a special tile? I've never noticed that before. I've been playing this game a lot, and I never realized that before. So I guess we'll head that way. Why not? Oh, yeah, these are the ones that I was thinking of. Okay, I have seen that before. I just never saw it before they turned into this. But if we get to this, we're gonna have a bear, which is so exciting. I love a bear. Let's put this over here. Wait, so that one needs 2, so we'll do that. So cute. So cute. All right, should we make another neighborhood? I think we should probably make another neighborhood. Let's put one here just in case, because sometimes you see like this one, for example. This is perfect. It's like the perfect example. The reason I was like, maybe we should make another neighborhood is because this one's getting really long, and sometimes you get a quest like this one where it wants like 13 exactly, and this is too many houses for that. So now if we have another neighborhood going, we can put it here and more easily get to the quest. And you have to unlock a particular challenge. Oh, so hang on. Wait, so so you go to this, you get to this, and then this thing has a challenge, and when you complete the challenge, you get the tile? Is that how it works? Because I don't think I've ever successfully completed the challenge. I didn't know that. Leave it to Ellie to actually understand games. Leave it to Ellie to understand games. Hey, Tiny, good to see you. Welcome in. We haven't been romancing dwarves, no. Although I do wish that dwarves were a part of this. I do wish that dwarves were a part of this game. That would just make it infinitely more fun. All right, let's see. We need to get over here. I need some water. I need some water ones or something. Here we go. We're on our way. We're on our way, Fowls. Let's put that there. So this is gonna be a forest one, so maybe I should be cheeky and put a forest here. What do you think? Oh my gosh, I did. Okay, fantastic. So I need 206 woods. Look at how cute the bear is. Look at how cute it is. The bear is adorable. Okay, let's put this. I can't put that there, but we could probably put it here. Yep, perfect. Perfect. That works, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's fine. So you need 3 exactly. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the ones that need a certain exact amount of houses can be tricky because you need to get, like, so here you go. So this one is 2, and then I'm going to need one that has just 1, which we should be able to do. We should be able to do that, but it can be tricky. It can be tricky. We'll do that. Let's put this over here somewhere. Wait, is that a... This river is also getting quite large, so maybe we'll start a river over here. That doesn't look good. Let's do that instead. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, cool. We got a nice little river going. Oh my gosh, look at this, how lucky we are. We got what we needed. Perfect. Completed. Bear content. Yeah, we have a bear here. So what I need now is lots of forest tiles because I want that bear permanently. I will do whatever it takes to get this bear permanently. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, game. Stop giving me fields. I don't care about fields. All I want is that bear. Okay, so let's put these here. This can just go there. I don't really care about that one either. Should we continue? Let's continue on that neighborhood. I hope you have a good dinner, Tiny. That sounds delicious. Always in support of a yummy dinner. Oh, look what I did. I made this one like a circle. That's so funny. Oh, well, we will be able to probably sort that out. Oops. I'm going to make this go in this direction now. And this one's got a railroad on it. So let's just plop that somewhere. Here is good because it will complete it. Perfect. Ooh, yay. Forest. How do I want to do this? Which one does it work the best with? Maybe like that. Perfect. Hi, Jupiter. Good to see you. Welcome in. Jupiter is another It Gets Better ambassador hanging out. It's so good to have you here. I hope you're doing so well. Hi, Dom. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Everybody that's just joining us, I hope you're having a good, cozy Saturday. I'm here with my lovely little cold brew latte, playing a cozy indie game. Thank you for the hydrate. I actually need to do that. We had such a chaotic start to the stream that I neglected to take care of some of my basic needs. So we'll fix it now. We'll fix it now, and I'll hydrate the rest of our time together. Ooh, look, so this is a nice big one. So this one we want to have a large neighborhood for, because now all we need is 6 more, which is perfect. Perfect. For this one, we'd need 8. For this one, we'd need 8. So it doesn't really matter. That's perfect. I also like making them in lines like this. I don't know if that's like the pro way to do it or anything, but I also find that like doing it in a line allows for me to like add more in, but I think it probably makes it so you don't get as many perfects. So I don't know. Hi, I am Jor. Good to see you. I don't know you, but I know Emmy. Emmy is a wonderful ambassador here. It's good to have you. Welcome in. If anybody's new to the channel or to me, I pronounce my name Lilas. I use they, them, and she, her pronouns. And yeah, I like all things cozy, and I love indie games. We were supposed to be playing indie games with queer representation today. This game is lovely, but doesn't have any queer rep, but probably that's because there's no humans in it. I mean, listen, maybe this is a queer bear, you know? Where's the bear? Wait a minute, what happened to the bear? The bear was here a second ago. But it is definitely still a vibe, this game, so we'll take it. I need to start a new river. This one's too big. Where should we put it? I feel like I never know where to put rivers because it's like they take up so much space. Maybe we'll just plop it over here. That works. Oh, we did a pronouns check. Yeah, everybody please, if you feel comfy, share your pronouns in the chat. I think there's also a pronouns command. Oops, why am I in all caps? I think that exists. If I might have done the command wrong, but there's a command that will tell you. There you go. There it is. That is a thing you can go to make it so that your pronouns show up in the Twitch chat if you want, which I think is super cool. Hi, Faye. Good to see you. Welcome in. So we've got she, they, and she, her, he, him, they, them, they, she, they. I love it. I love it. Thank you all so much for sharing your pronouns. I appreciate you. Again, mine are, I use they and she pronouns. Oh, look, we can close that up. My mistake, we can close up. Perfect. How are we doing on this forest? 88 more? I feel like we can do it. I feel like we're going to be able to get it done. How do I want to do this? Maybe like that. Dom, did I see you say that you thought you would be bad at this game? Because I don't think that there's such a thing. Like, that's kind of what I like about this game. Like, obviously you can you can be good at this game and get a lot of points. The It Gets Better logo is covering my points right now, which I think is kind of nice, actually. I feel like it takes the pressure off. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's covering my points right now. But other than like caring about how many points you get, like it really doesn't matter. Like, and that's what I like about it is there's times where I'm really good and I get a lot of points, and then there's times where I don't do well at all, and that's kind of that. Like, but it doesn't make it any less fun. Hi, Tragic Clown. Any and all pronouns. We've got Tattie's pronouns, Zer, they, them. I love it. I love the pronouns command on this channel. It actually has made me think about getting one on my own, because not only is it a nice reminder of like being aware of everybody's pronouns, but every time we ask on this channel like what is everybody's pronouns, there's always such a diversity of beautiful ways to sort of define yourself and refer to yourself, and I just think that is really special. So I've been thinking about stealing it for myself too. Oh, not this. Honestly, I might just put this here because I don't really care about making another one. We'll do that. That one's gorgeous. Look at all these forests. Oh my goodness, we're getting there. We only need 30 more until we have the bear. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I did not realize. So Ellie, in the past, when I've played this, I would always go out of my way to unlock those tiles if I saw them, but usually by that time in the game, I didn't want to put all of my effort into completing that challenge because I usually had another challenge going on. Like we have a forest challenge here, so usually I would have just like focused on completing that instead, but now I'm like, oh, we got to complete that. I'm she, her, but some days I feel like she, they. I'm not sure. Faye, I love that, honestly. It took me a really long time to like decide to use they, she pronouns, and I still play with it and think about it, and I think there's 000 rush, and way before I started identifying as non-binary and using those pronouns, I always just sort of like expressed my gender in the way that I expressed my gender, and that was that, you know. And I think that's totally valid. You don't ever need to feel like you have to label or use certain pronouns to be valid in the way that you express yourself. Recently I've been finding a lot of like support and comfort in labeling myself a little bit more than I ever used to. I used to just kind of label myself as queer, and everything that I was just encapsulated in that. And it's only very recently that I've parceled it out a little bit more and like started using language for some of it. And that language, because in some ways it's still pretty new to me, is changing often. And that's so okay, you know? Any pronouns are welcome. I accept what you think vibes me with the moment. Tura, that is such an interesting way of doing it, putting it in other people's hands, how they use it. For me, I've started to become less comfortable with that. But I can totally see how that would be a vibe. But lately I've been less comfortable putting it in other people's hands, because I've been finding that like when I do leave it in other people's hands, it comes with a lot of assumption. And lately I just haven't been like super comfy with people's assumptions about me. Oh my God, the bear is back. The bear is back. Important to remember that you can switch and change your pronouns at any time. Exactly. And that's one of the things that I love about communities like this one. And spaces like this one. I think that they're so vitally important, and it's because you can safely and comfortably try things out, you know? Like, I have a bunch of spaces that I'm really proud to be in, and some of them I host, where I know that I can come and say like, hey, I want to try this out, and I'll be affirmed in that. And when I decide to change it, inevitably, I'm affirmed in that too. And no one's ever going to say like, why are you doing that? Or that makes you less of X, or, I'm getting, I'm getting whiplash over here from all of your changes. It's so important to have spaces like that. And if you're thinking right now that you don't have a space like that, I want you to know that you're hanging out in one. It Gets Better is such an incredible place. And I think the Twitch, I'm probably biased, but I think the Twitch in particular is really special. I got the bear. I know we're having like a meaningful conversation right now, but we got the bear. But yeah, I think the Twitch is really special because it's a live conversation, and there's ambassadors of all kinds of identities, some of which maybe you share, some of which are new to you that you can learn about. And because it's a live platform where we're all having conversations and we talk and ask about your pronouns and stuff, you can try them out and be affirmed in them. And I think that that's really special. And so one of the things that I have loved the most about this space is that it's a place that is going to affirm you however you show up. And no matter how many times that changes. You could show up, to any ambassador, not just me, with different pronouns every single time, and all of us will celebrate you and be excited for you. And you're, on any, and that goes for any label. Label. So yeah, please, thank you, Sulky, for that command. They do so much. No, the commands are right. They're just slow. Oh, okay. It was wrong. Never mind. I've noticed the commands are a little slow on this channel. I don't know what it is. But I feel like it takes a little bit of time, and inevitably I'm always like, oh, it didn't work, but then it comes. But yeah, It Gets Better does so much work. They do a lot of advocacy and education. They do consulting. Like I was just talking about how The Sims leaned on It Gets Better and like utilized them in creating the pronouns update to make sure that it was like validating and affirming and done well. And that's like an incredible service, They have youth programs. I've watched programs on Twitch here in this space that has hosted some of the youth voices that they work with, and those are some of the most incredible humans I've ever encountered. Like, true youth doing incredible advocacy in their lives through It Gets Better, working with it in collaboration with It Gets Better. Just really, really beautiful stuff. So I recently wrote for something that asked me about why I was like how I feel about being an It Gets Better ambassador. I was like interviewed for something, and I said that it was one of the greatest honors of my life, and I really mean that. Like, I'm not being dramatic when I say that. Like, I know, like, today we're just kind of sitting here chilling. All of you are being super kind to me as I had like issues with the games. We're just sitting here chilling, playing comfy games, but like, this is one of the honors of my life, is being able to be a part of this organization, to contribute my voice to the voices that are making this organization so great. And any person listening feeling more like comfortable in being who they are, oops, I put that somewhere I shouldn't have, it's a huge, tremendous win for me. And it really is one of the greatest honors of my life. So if you're just joining this space and you're like, what is this about? You've stumbled into probably one of the best places on the internet. So good for you. Yeah, the youth voices are incredible. A big part of me switching to she, they pronouns was getting to test it out in online communities. And the first time I think I decided to officially give it a try was because you were listening to IGBP ambassadors. I love that so much. I love that so much. Oh, I love that there's a Youth Voices command. Yeah, please check out the Youth Voices. They are truly incredible. Every time we work with them, I just am in absolute awe of them and what and how incredible they are. I just there's no other way to say it. Like they're just incredible, and they give me a lot of hope, a lot of it. So for these flags, you get a lot of tiles back for these. I feel like the flags are some of my biggest challenges in this game so far. Is that like you get it by closing everything that's yellow here. So all of those spots need to be closed, and I find it hard to get enough kinds of tiles that will close up a section. So I'm not good at that yet. It's something I'm working on. Because see, like this one like continues it, and then I'm a perfectionist. I'm a recovering perfectionist. So it bothers me to put something like this here, but I feel like I should, I guess, because that closes it up. So I don't know. There's more happening here than just sitting and talking and playing chill games. No, I know. I just mean, you know, there's definitely, I've had streams here where they've been more like talking about things and stuff, but I don't think that you have to, my point was kind of that like, you don't have to always be doing some big thing for it to mean something, you know, like it is meaningful for us to just sit here in a space together, existing, celebrating each other with small affirmations. That's kind of what I guess I meant. Like there is something incredibly special about just being in a space where you can use a pronouns command and share your pronouns and know that they're going to be affirmed. And, you know, sometimes I'll be watching or hosting in this space, and somebody will come in and be like, I just came out as X, and we all hype them up and get excited, and like it's just an incredibly special thing. It's just an incredibly special thing. Team recovering perfectionist. I know. I've been making some really good progress in recovering as a perfectionist. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of the of the progress I've made. This game sometimes brings it out though, because like this, I should just put this here to finish this quest, but this is not gonna work well. So I'm like, I don't want to. I want to put it here, but I'm just gonna do it because why not? Why not? I might as well fix it. I could do that. Do I have any more of these going on? See, look, this one also wants to be closed. I hate that. All right, we'll just do that. Maybe instead of closing this one, we'll finish it up like that. Yeah, this one seems like a good one to do more of like that kind of thing. And then this one is there anywhere that is like river and railroad? Because that's where these come in handy. Yeah, Bella, exactly. I downloaded the game and was like, oh yes, perfect, relaxing game. And then how you wanted to get it all perfect. It comes in time, honestly. I'm actually, so this one that I'm doing right now is not super great for perfects. What you want to do to get a lot of perfects and points is actually not be so spread out like this, because every time a tile is like completely filled, if it's completely filled perfectly, it'll give you extra points and tiles back. But right now, the way that I've spread this out so much is I'm not actually finishing a lot of these tiles. So it ends up being like, it doesn't even matter if they're perfect because I'm not even finishing them. So that's not ideal, but it kind of is what it is, because I have times where I play this game and I'm just not good at getting perfects, but it doesn't really matter. You still get to have fun. The pronoun update in The Sims made me emotional thinking about queer youth who may be too scared to come out or aren't in a safe environment and they can just experiment and play. Exactly. I said this a lot earlier this week, but I have very vivid memories of playing The Sims and having having my sim marry and be in relationships with women, and how important that was for me. I was able to make myself as myself. I wasn't stuck making, there's some games with character customization where first of all you have to pick man or woman, and then the woman always has big boobs and is very feminine and stuff. And The Sims, The Sims has come a long way with gender stuff, and it wasn't always exactly that way. But it was always something better than that, and so I could make myself as something that felt good to me. And then I could live out a life with queer relationships and queer friendships. And that was huge for me. And it was unique, that game, for a while in providing that. There's more games now. I mean, we were talking about indie games with queer rep. I think one of the ones that comes to mind for me always is Stardew Valley, because you can romance anyone of any gender, as any gender. But for a while, The Sims was alone in that, in a lot of ways. And now you can go even further with it. This game mirrors some really loved board games. Yeah, Ox. I've heard a lot of people say that it reminds them of Settlers of Catan. And I can't think of it. I can't think of the other one that I hear a lot. But Settlers of Catan is one that I hear a lot. Maybe this. I still feel like I'm supposed to be finishing this forest area, but we're done with the quest for it. Thank you for the hydrate, Jupiter. I appreciate you. I've never felt very girly. I'm not a skirt or dress person most of the time. I also have been called a tomboy. I was called a tomboy my whole life. I think, regardless of whether you feel aligned with the gender you were assigned at birth, I think that everyone should have the freedom to define femininity, masculinity for themselves. I think that that's really important, the Celeste music is still on in the background. I'm screaming. I never closed it. That's so funny. It's because I couldn't, because I was stuck on the controller thing. We tried to play Celeste. The plan for today was to play Celeste, but I neglected to try it out before and didn't realize that it was a game where I was going to really need controller. And for some reason, the game isn't connecting to any of my controllers. I don't know why. I have 3 different controllers here and it wouldn't connect to any of them. And then I tried to connect it to my Switch, but the only Switch that was charged is one that needed me to reconnect my PayPal, and that was going to be a whole thing. So I was like, let's just play Dwarf Romantic. So can you hear the Dwarf Romantic music or not? Because now I'm thinking maybe you can't. I can fix that. Maybe I turned it off. Oh no, that's weird. If you can't hear it, I'll put Spotify on. Let me know. You have a special, your library has collections exhibit called Tomboy that analyzes the meaning. Yeah, it's funny. I don't really like the term, but mostly because it's a term that reminds me of childhood, and it was never something that was said to me in a positive light. It's light but fine. Okay. Like being called a tomboy when I was a kid, nobody ever said it to me in a way that was like supposed to be like affirming. I don't know if any of you have a similar experience, like those of you who were called tomboy as a kid, like was it said to you in an endearing way, or was it said to you as sort of like a, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to? Uh, it was always kind of like, it was kind of like a way of like insulting a kid without insulting a kid. You know, no one wants to be that person that's like insulting a kid, but like they kind of were. um, and that's kind of how it was always like said to me. It was never said in a way that felt nice and affirming, and you know, it never felt like a good thing. It felt like a thing I was technically supposed to be ashamed of. And so now when I think about the word, it's sort of like, it reminds me of that a bit, you know? I've never felt like I wanted to be a boy, but I don't resonate as a girl. Well, I mean, Faye, that could just be that that you are somewhere in between, like me. You know, I've realized that I find the two categories very deeply flawed and don't think that they define me well, you know? And when I'm forced to choose, it feels wrong to me and feels like I'm missing some important elements of who I am. And that could be you too. That could be you too. I was always insinuating that I was doing the wrong thing. Exactly. How it was for you, I think people were just saying it as a statement. I never felt bad about it though, luckily. Well, that's good, Sulky. I'm happy. For some reason, my family was always very caught up in gender stuff. I'm not sure really why. They had really solid, like, opinions on, like, what boys could do and what girls could do. And didn't like it when that was challenged at all. And so I have a feeling that that probably had something to do with it, you know? I donated my trans flag binder to the exhibit. Oh my gosh, I love that, Ox. That's so cool. That's really cool. For me, being called a tomboy was often followed up by, like, girls don't play in the dirt kind of vibes. Yeah, exactly. And I honestly think that, like, even girls who identify as girls, you know, like cis girls, cis women, I don't think that it's productive to do that to them. Like, why are we so caught up in what a boy can do versus what a girl can do, and what a girl dresses like and what a boy dresses like? And it's just, I think it's unfair to do to a young kid who is exploring and figuring themselves out and having fun doing that. You know, I feel like the times where I was called a tomboy were times when I was having so much fun and I was exploring my body and my surroundings in really great ways. And I always felt like I was sort of like made to feel ashamed for what I was doing in those moments, you know? Because I mean, I feel like when it was said to me a lot when I was climbing trees, I was a real tree climber when I was a kid. Climbing trees or choosing outfits, I feel like I got it a lot. I had an older brother. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Welcome in. I still do have an older brother. He's still around. And I always liked his outfits and how he could express himself. And I think that part of that was gender. I realize that now. But I also think that he was afforded a freedom of expression that was never afforded to me. Certainly, he was also subject to what I will say is the, like, annoying gender, like, focus of my family growing up. Like, he was he was also sort of like told that he couldn't do certain things. So it's not like he was immune to that for sure. He definitely had like he think certain things he wasn't allowed to wear and certain things he wasn't allowed to do because of his gender. But overall, he had a lot more freedom. He was able to like dress in ways that felt like not constricting and felt like he could play better and harder, you know, like family gatherings. I always had to wear a dress. My mom always put my hair in curlers. I wanted to cut my hair short so desperately when I was a kid, but I was told that my long hair was beautiful and I learned really early on that being beautiful was one of my functions. It was one of the things that I was expected of me, and that dressing in ways where it made me less beautiful was not an option. And, you know, I was always really jealous of my brother's ability to like get dirty and shave off all his hair and stuff. And like I said before, like I know now that some of that was a gender thing. You know, there's a reason I liked, you know, some of that stuff. But I think a lot of it also was just like a real strong dissatisfaction with the limits that were being put on me from like birth, you know. Let me catch up in the chat. It was tough growing up and having to change to fit gender norms. Exactly. And your brother was treated differently. Hi, Toasty. It's good to see you. You liked tree climbing too. I feel in between. I'm non-binary. I don't feel feminine or masculine. I feel something in between. Epic. I feel quite similarly. There are days where I feel really comfortable feeling feminine, but I feel like for me, there's a certain kind of femininity. I innately am more comfortable being feminine when I have short hair. I find. So I feel like I'm getting my hair cut this week. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go back to a pixie cut. And I know that when I do that, I'll feel a lot more comfortable wearing dresses and, you know, wearing earrings and things and presenting feminine. But it's because I like to be a little bit more in control of the ways that I present myself, with femininity. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just saying I feel similarly. It's almost like gender norms are a restrictive system. Exactly. Soul. That was very well said. I stole a lot of your brother's clothes when you were in middle school. Yeah, I used to steal his clothes, his toys. I identify as agender, and I was born in a male body, but definitely at one point 65. I love that you have the percents. I love that. Oh, and being at home has been harder for you. I'm sorry about that. It's definitely harder, being around family or being around, even if it's not family, being around anybody who doesn't just accept you as you, and puts limitations on you and things. It's definitely harder. I definitely heard beauty is pain a lot. I did hear that. I also was sort of raised with the understanding that like beauty takes a lot of time and effort, and that like I should be willing to put that amount of time and effort into it. We're actually going to be wrapping up soon, so I'm just going to go into this while we finish up this convo. And I have always sort of resented that idea. And that's honestly one of the reasons I want to cut my hair, is that like growing up, I heard that so often, and I never wanted to like do that. I never wanted to sit and do my hair for hours and do my makeup for hours. And like, I used to look at the people around me who were doing that and think about how there were so many better things that I could be doing with my time, you know? Again, like nothing against people who do enjoy doing that, but because it was so thrown on me as a kid as like something that like I had no choice in the matter of, like I had to do that, you know? I really resisted it. And I think that's one of the reasons I'm more comfortable with short hair. I don't have to do a lot to it. It's just there, you know, I can go like this and it's done, you know, whereas like right now I feel like my hair, I have to like style it. I mean, I don't really style it. I don't do like too much to it, but like I should, you know? And I think I don't know, I resent doing that. So I'm more comfortable just not. But this is a really beautiful conversation that I'm glad we were able to have. That's why I love games like this, where you can sort of just like have a cute and comfy thing on the screen, but also in the background have like really nice conversations. It's one of my favorite things to do on this channel in particular, is like have a game up, but also be having conversations about identity and expression and how that changes. I mean, and I myself have changed. If any of you are sitting here thinking that like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know, like this is making me think things, but I don't know how I want to identify and I can't decide. You should know that like my first ambassador stream, I identified as a cis woman, a queer one, but my first ambassador stream, I identified as a cis woman and I used she, her pronouns, and now I don't. Now I'm non-binary. I use they, she pronouns, and I feel like I learn more and more about my gender and my expressions every day. And I've been seeing that and choosing to view that as something that is exciting and fun. And I'm okay with not having all of the answers. And I think that it's one of those things that makes life interesting, is being open to changing and thinking about yourself and realizing the ways that you change over time, and not just sort of choosing an identity and sticking with it for the sake of sticking with it, you know? So if you're sitting here right now and you're thinking that it's too late, or you need to hurry up and identify yourself, it just isn't. And there is no rush, and you can change it as many times as you want, as many times as you need. And any imposter syndrome that comes with that, or feelings of not being enough of something, I would ask you to just let them go, because you're more than the expectations of other people. You're so much more than the expectations of other people. And I think when I discovered that is when I really started to live and enjoy living. When I realized that I didn't need to be what other people expected me to be, and that their reactions to me not meeting those expectations were on them and not me, that's when I started to really live. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So thank you all so much for today, especially those of you who hung around while we, figured some stuff out with Celeste. And had some technical difficulties and stuff. I appreciate you all very much. Jupiter, thank you so much. Oh wait, Anonymous gifted that to Jupiter. Anonymous, thank you for gifting that to Jupiter. A reminder, friends, to follow some of the ambassadors who are here as well. So we've got Sean, we've got Joyful Jupiter, we had Queerly Be here earlier. I don't think I'm missing anybody, but if I am, I'm sorry. If you're hanging out right now and you haven't followed the channel, please follow the channel. I'll be back on the channel next month, last Saturday of every month. And what we're doing next time is having an ambassador brunch, a big queer brunch for Pride Month. So we will definitely do that. I will probably check out Celeste on my own channel at the very least. So if you did want to follow me over on my channel, you're welcome to. But more than anything, you should follow this space. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice brunch. I can't wait. I'm have a couple of ambassadors joining me, and we're gonna sit and we're gonna eat pancakes and talk about gay stuff. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And yeah, so I'm excited. But there's a whole host of things happening in this space all month long that you don't want to miss. So follow it, and tune in for it no matter who is here, because they're all amazing. They're all amazing. I'm gonna send you on a raid, I think, as long as somebody is live. So let me see who's live from our lovely team. Can a mod shout out Lilas? You're so funny. Oh, there's a bunch of people live. Why don't we go say hi to Cater Tot, though? Because Cater Tot was live on this channel last night playing some Fortnite with Control Alt Quinn, and I had so much fun watching. So let's go say hi to Cater Tot. Cater Tot is a wonderful ambassador. Let me see what Cater Tot's playing right now. Cater Tot is continuing their Nuzlocke challenge in Pokemon, so definitely fun. Let's go say hi to Kate. I will be back in a month, but I'm also always around, and I'm really excited for this month. My hope is for all of you to enter Pride Month feeling proud of yourselves no matter where you are on your journey. So feel proud, go out there, love each other. It's a month for community. I'm really proud of you, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with you today. Thank you for being the kind of people where I can come and show up imperfectly and still have a beautiful time. I appreciate you all so much. I will see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Moon says goodbye too. His tummy says goodbye. And go be nice to Kate. I know you will be. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.